Amit, what do you really see around you? This panic, of course, a lot of people taking no chances, stepping out of their offices and homes. Amit. Amit Bhardwaj, if you can hear me, I was asking you about the scenes around you. You are, of course, at the protest of the Trinamool Congress. But how did the people there react and what's the situation like right now?
Well, Sneha, we know for a matter of fact that this is a huge earthquake tremors that has been felt across North India, be it Punjab, Chandigarh, different regions of the Delhi-NCR, including the national capital. People here are politically charged up because of the speeches that are continuously being made out. Many of these people do not even know that earthquake had hit the northern region of the country. But the data, the initial data that is coming up is really concerning. What we know so far is that the epicenter could be in Nepal region itself, and the official data has come that on the Richter scale it is 6.2, which is anything beyond 6 is concerned to be really serious. So entire North India in a way has felt the tremors up till in Chandigarh you had strong tremors, in Lucknow there people have felt the tremors, and in Delhi-NCR the situation is no different. But speaking of Jantar Mantar, where Trinamool Congress protest is going on, because politically charged up speeches are going on, people are so engrossed in these political speeches and the protests that they have possibly not felt the tremors by now. Otherwise, it would have been a different kind of situation. People are still sitting silently. However, because this space is open, so we can say that they are anyway in a very safe area right now, because that's what's suggested by the experts in times of earthquake as well, that you have to move to open spaces where you can protect yourself, because there are chances of building collapsing in, if the tremors continue for long, or there is reoccurrence of the earthquake tremors.
Yes.
So that way it is a safe area where all these people have
as well. Amit, I'm just going to come back to you in a moment from now. In fact, my colleague Shiv Arur is also joining us live from the newsroom right now. Shiv, 6.2 on the Richter scale, that's a strong one.
It's a strong one, and this is in western Nepal. This map that's just been put out by the National Center for Seismology, Sneha, tells you exactly where the epicenter is. This is Nepal here. This is, of course, Uttar Pradesh, Delhi here. This is Chandigarh, Himachal, Ladakh here. The epicenter is this yellow spot. We're told the depth of the quake was about 5 kilometers in western Nepal, not very far, just due north from Lucknow and Kanpur. And that's the reason why the tremors were very strongly felt in the entire, central to western UP, Delhi, Chandigarh, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab region. So the entire northern part of the country really has felt those tremors in varying intensity. Initially, it had been imagined that the Richter scale reading was about 4.6. That's been revised by the Seismology Center to 6.2. That makes it one of the bigger earthquakes. Remember, the kinds of quakes we usually see in the Nepal region, in Hindu Kush, etc., in the north, are usually in the range of 4.5 to 5.5. Anything above 6 is actually quite rare. This was 6.2 on the Richter scale, Sneha, making it one of the larger quakes we've seen. And that's also one of the reasons, perhaps, why the tremors actually lasted so long, for over 45 seconds, according to some accounts, with many of those aftershocks being felt long after the initial tremors.
Right, strong tremors have been felt in Delhi-NCR region. Shiv, any news just yet? I know it's a little early, given that there is very sketchy information coming in from Nepal, but any destruction, any news of any injuries in that earthquake?
Waiting at the moment, Sneha, because like I said, once an earthquake happens, it usually takes time for first responders to get out there. But remember, Nepal, no stranger to the devastation caused by earthquakes. Everyone remembers the earthquake, just a few years ago in Nepal that had caused widespread devastation in Kathmandu and beyond. This particular quake has been in western Nepal, very close to the border with with India and other parts of northern India. So we don't know yet what kind of damage may have actually happened, what sort of terrain it is where this particular epicenter is. But I'm imagining in the next half an hour to 45 minutes, there will be a much clearer picture. 6.2, doesn't bode very well in terms of the possible damage that could have occurred. But that, of course, depends on where the epicenter is, where those shock waves were most felt. If there are built-up areas, there is, of course, a possibility of damage. At this moment, no information so far about casualties or damage, Neha.
All right, we'll keep an eye on that big story, 6.2 on the Richter scale. My colleague Kamaljeet is also now joining us. Kamal, where exactly are you right now? What do you really see around you? And we're hoping that there aren't any injuries or any destruction wherever you are. What more can you tell us?
Well, I'm in Sector 17, Chandigarh. This is the heart of Chandigarh city, and two seismic. We felt triggers, and yes, here we are. We'll just try and speak to a few people out here about the earthquake. I know you were having food, but do tell us about the earthquake. Did you feel?
Yes, I felt. नहीं, हम तो क्लास में थे एक्चुअली, तो थोड़ा पता लगा, बट एज वी आर डॉक्टर्स भी हमें ये था कि चलो पहले पढ़ाई कर लेते हैं, रहने देते हैं, अर्थ आते रहेंगे.
So all smiles and you're totally relaxed. Were you worried about your family? Did you reach out to somebody?
पता ही था कि 1-2 मिनट होता है फिर ठीक हो जाता है, तो इतना कुछ वो नहीं था. ये तो होता ही रहता है, अर्थ आजकल आम हो चुका है.
So the doctors are as cool as the cucumber, but you have a training session. Was the class immediately dismissed? Was there a lot going on there?
No, not at all. We did feel the earthquake, but it wasn't as much dangerous as we thought it to be. So we were totally fine, and we just came down.
A sense of panic within your heart?
Yeah, for a minute, definitely, but otherwise it was calm.
It was calm.
Yeah.
Did you see people rushing out, either in the class or
No. Nothing.
or some exchange between the students?
Nothing of that sort. Nothing of that sort.
You continued with your class?
Yeah, definitely.
So they are now out here, but we see a lot of people who've gathered, and remember, this is a place where a lot of people gather. We'll just have a word with them. भूकंप का झटका आया, आप लोगों को क्या महसूस हुआ और आप लोग उस समय कहाँ थे?
हम तो यहीं पे बैठे थे, तो ज़्यादा कुछ फील हुआ नहीं, लेकिन वहाँ से जो ऑफिसेज हैं और लाइब्रेरी वगैरह, वहाँ से बहुत सारे बच्चे बाहर आए कि भूकंप आ गया. उससे ज़्यादा हमें पता नहीं क्या हुआ.